make me do this.
You think you can treat me different just because I'm a girl? That's not how it works here.
Come on, Kenzie. This could all be over. I don't want to do this.
we have some of your all-time favorite pro wrestling king superstars in action. We also have a few making their debut. Two of our very special guests are ECW original, former WWE superstar, the Man Beast, the War Machine, Rhino. You've seen him in All Elite Wrestling. You've seen him in TNA Impact Wrestling. And of course, he was the co-founding member of the WWE legendary group, The Brood. He is the Vampire Warrior Gangrel. Tonight's event is brought to you in part by Fast Courier Inc., Scoobies, and Ringside Wrestling Worldwide, and of course, each and every one of you here in attendance, make some noise, South Bend! We encourage you to be as loud as you want. Make noise, have fun, keep the language family friendly, as we have people of all ages here in attendance this evening, but most of all, we want you to have fun. When you're here, you're a part of the kingdom. Introducing first, to my left, he is coming to the ring by his agent, Beck Swisher. He hails from Death Hall, Michigan. He is the Alpha King, Russell Jones! And introducing to my left, hailing from Buchanan, Michigan, he weighed his seat at 175 pounds. Here's the ring! And defending Pro Wrestling Kingdom Champion, he is the human highlight, Isaiah Moore!
All right, live in the Century Center from South Bend, Indiana, this is PWK, the other side of darkness. I am Charlie Goldberg alongside Edward Fowler, looking to call a great night of action. Edward, what are your thoughts going into this great event?
Yes, it's going to be amazing, isn't it? We've got Rhino and Gangrel appearing here tonight, apparently, for the first time ever, thanks to you.
Of course, it's going to be great. And speaking of great, our champion, Isaiah Moore, with a beautiful dive onto the outside. And here comes another one onto his adversary, Russ Jones, alongside his agent, Beck Swindler. And again, Isaiah Moore flies, taking out both of his adversaries. Moore, an incredible wrestler.
Indeed, he is.
He's an
And look at his haircut. He's got that especially made just for this evening because he knew that Rhino and Gangrel was going to be in the building.
Of course, shout out to Moore's barber, and a shout out alongside to Moore on a further note. He cashed in the PWK key to the Kingdom opportunity at our last show, Never Say Die, to become world champion. He cashed it in on Mitch Taylor. This is his first defense here tonight, and hopefully it goes right.
Oof. Not there, that big stiff to the big knee stiff there to the face of Isaiah Moore, taking him to the mat outside the ring. That might do it, maybe. It might rock him a little bit.
Well, I'm sure that you're going to get rocked when you're in the ring with a big man just like Russ Jones. This guy, he's not new to the ring at all himself. He has 16 years of in-ring experience on his resume. Edward, I got to ask, if you're Isaiah Moore, a new champion defending their title, are you nervous to take on a competitor just like Russ Jones?
Yeah, because he's not had long to prepare either. He's had about, what, less than a week to prepare for this Russ Jones guy. So, yeah, might lose it here.
Of course, and Russ Jones, a man who I would not like to be alone in the alleyway with. I'll tell you that, as Russ Jones with a beautiful spinning shot to Moore. A kick out at 2 by Moore, though. He is the heart of a lion.
He certainly is, and as I mentioned as well, he's got a new look to him. Many people are not looking at it. It's Isaiah Moore. And we go to this lovely cam here.
Isaiah Moore with shots and blocks to his adversary, but Jones reverses it. Moore off the ropes. Beautiful to Harris, but gets caught by Jones. Moore, though, looks for a sunset flip pin. But Jones keeps his balance, though he does it. It's a cover. Is that it? 2.5. So close by Moore, who comes back with a great spinning heel kick.
Yeah, almost took his head off with that spinning kick there. You seeing that?
Isaiah Moore, very talented athlete. He actually had the opportunity to compete on not one, not two, but 3 matches on AEW All Elite Wrestling Dark, where in 2 matches he faced the Dark Order. 1, he faced Santana and Ortiz in tag team competition, but he just got wheelbarrow suplex all the way across the ring.
Did that happen to him against Santana and Ortiz, I bet?
Yeah, no, it was a great effort by Moore. All 3 of his matches on both, but he came short in his attempts to TV fame. And that is going to make him feel shame. A punt kick right to the face in between the eyes of Moore, but Moore takes out at 2.5.
Yeah, don't count out yet. But again, you know, back on the outside, shouting orders at his client to get the job done.
Yeah, that's the man, Beck Swindler, who's looking to swindle the competition. He's looking to get his client, Ross Jones, a championship belt around his waist. Do you think that Bex could play dividends in a match like this?
Oh yeah, most definitely. And he's doing great work on Isaiah Moore right now. That good sweeper, or chokehold, what you want to call it.
Yeah, right now, a sleeper hold is what the wrestling fans call this move. But Moore looking to stay awake and get out of that maneuver. But it's hard to stay awake against a man like Russ Jones, 6 foot, 220 pounds, and spine on the pound. What a one-arm slam by Jones, but Moore keeps his title hopes alive as he kicks out at 2.5. He almost lost his newly won championship right there.
He certainly did, and I thought he broke his back there with that big move of his there.
If Russ Jones did that to my 90-year-old grandma, she would be in the hospital right now. Anyway, Isaiah Moore, his spine, once again hitting the turnbuckle, and he gets clotheslined for his efforts. Russ Jones turning him inside out.
Oof, I thought it was going to be 3 then. 2 and 7 eighths.
It was a very lackadaisical cover by Russ Jones. Very cocky, very arrogant is his superstar. He's taking over more right here, but he should never sleep on his adversary.
No, absolutely not. You have to hear it right there.
Once again, 16 years in-ring experience is Mr. Jones. He's the current WRW heavyweight champion. He's held that gold for over 1,480 days so far. And Jones looks to add another belt to hold on for that long as well.
Yeah, and that might be a really terrifying bit about this. If he does win tonight, we might not see anybody else get the chance to hold a belt for so many days just like that.
Oh man, and a great sequence by Moore. Moore ducks under the clothesline, hits him with a great knee strike right in between the eyes. Moore now off the ropes, spears him into the turnbuckle. And a great step up enziguri by Moore. Moore underneath the ropes. Goes for a shot, goes for a cover, and a double stop by Moore. Isaiah Moore looks to even out the score, jumps off the rope, slingshot into a recoil. Moore now looking to keep his title hits alive. And cover, and it's a... Wait a minute. Beck Swindler paying dividends right there, Edward. It was about to be a 3 count, but Beck distracted the ref at the very last second. Can you believe that?
Hey, he would try anything to make sure that his client Russ does not lose this contest. That's great strategy there by him, you know. He knew the ring very well.
That's right. Beck Swindler paying dividends here tonight live in the Century Center. We have a great crowd here tonight. The life here is as electric as unprotected circuits, and Russ Jones being protected once again by his agent Swindler. And rookie's mistake by Moore. Don't focus on the man who's not in the match. That's why you're going to get beaten up by the man who's in the match, in Jones. Remember, there is count out in this contest. The referee could count to 10 in a matter of seconds here.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you there. But no, it's great teamwork. You know, it's like a 2-on-1 handicap match. This is.
Of course it is, but look at that. Despite the odds against him, Moore gets back in the ring. And it's a count of 10. As Paul mentioned, Isaiah Moore retains his PWK title by count out by the skin of his teeth. back here right now. It's time for some action. The infamous Dustin Mack taking on Travesty. Edward, who do you got?
I'm going to go with Dustin because he's not here to for play. He's here to to get the game on and to get the victory.
That's right, Dustin Mack, a very infamous human being, very entitled, very arrogant, and very cocky is his personality.
Most definitely, and it's also, I should have mentioned as well, it's good to see that the referee Griffin is back. Last time we saw him, he was laid out by a headbutt by Brutus Dillon. So it's nice to see him back here tonight as well.
Brutus Dillon, we'll see him live later on in the show, and we talked about this earlier today, Edward. Travesty, what's the hugger? What's going on there?
Yeah, I don't know about that, but I mean, I'm not one for hugs, and I'm with Dustin. He didn't like hugs either. He wants to try and go for a lockup and to get this match started.
Yeah, Dustin Mack not getting paid by the hour here as Travesty went for another hug, and it's just pissing off the entitled Dustin Mack. Edward, are you telling me that if a 200-plus pound man in a mask went to hug you in the middle of nowhere, you wouldn't accept the hug?
No, I would not.
I don't blame you. Anyway, back in the center of the ring, Travesty didn't go for the lock, he went for the hug, and he got a rake to the eyes in his mask from Dustin Mack. Mack sticking the fingers through the mask holes, and that didn't piss off Travesty. Travesty just wants another hug.
Yeah, we ain't gonna get one, is he? Good look at this. Great ring awareness by Dustin there to bring Travesty out there and then trap him in.
That's right, Dustin Mack has a great resume in wrestling. He once won multiple titles, including the EHF Tag Team Championships. And now, getting striked by Travesty is Mack, as Travesty follows it up with a snap suplex. The time for tucking is over.
It is indeed, tucking is over, and I would have gone for the pin there.
And here's the opposite of a hug, a Dragon Sleeper, a modified Dragon Sleeper from Travesty, but great ring awareness, as you mentioned, by the infamous Dustin Mack. He realized he wasn't close enough to the ropes to grab it, so he decided to use his knee, connect off of a bridge, and hit Travesty, making him release the hold. Back into the corner, a flying double knee strike, a meteor of sorts to Travesty. Followed by a flying knee to the gut. Dustin Mack in control. Edward, tell me, what are your thoughts on the in-ring abilities of Travesty here tonight as he reverses the move, flinging Dustin into the ropes, followed up by a splash?
Well, he's doing okay, but I mean, he's not doing anything spectacular yet to get my approval, unlike Dustin.
And look at this, Dustin now. Went for a super kick and he connects. Barely gets it. He didn't get all of it, but he got just enough to daze Travesty. Travesty coming off a win in his singles run so far. He defeated Darren Fry at our Clash or Casa event this past April.
Yeah, well, speaking about Darren Fly, he's not really, he's still new to this, so, he's going to get a lot of losses before he gets a lot of wins, to improve. But I'm sure we'll see more of Darren Fly in the next, in the near future in PWK.
That's right. I've seen Darren Fly's work. A very smart, a very athletic competitor. Travesty now on top of Mack. Is he going for the pinfall? No, he stands up and he looks to be talking to the crowd. Edward, not the smartest move to turn your back to your opponent.
No, it's not. Never turn your back on your opponent. And now we're going for the pin there, and he might got the 3 count here already. This match could be over and done with.
Well, Travesty looking to make short work of Dustin after that taunt. As, wait a minute, Travesty might not be done yet. Went for the mandible claw, but Mack counters with elbow strikes to the temple. Mack off the ropes, gets caught again by Travesty. Travesty now connects with a fantastic Boss Man Slam.
And again, he's not going for the pin. I was going for the pin there, and I got the 1 through 3 straight away. But again, I don't understand the mindset of Travesty here because he's doing everything wrong.
Well, Travesty looks to be doing everything right and prove you wrong, Edward, as he slams his opponent down to the mat. And look at this, the mandible claw, leaving you breathless. His whole giant hand is covering up the nose and the mouth of Dustin. He's looking to incapacitate his opponent. And he might as well be doing that. It looks like Mac is fading. And now Griffin. All our referee Griffin needs to do is lower the head of Mac 3 times, and he's considered knocked out. And that's it. A KO victory. A submission victory for Travesty. Back here in the ring for our second title bout of the night. This one is for the PWK Heritage Championship. And our champion, Blake Wright, being very disrespectful to the referee, throwing the title belt at him and just shoving him away like he's nothing.
And not even want to even tap the belt either. And not even give the belt to Logan. And see, look at that. Very respectful, giving a bit of a tap there. You know, to show that he's interested in this Heritage Championship.
A lot of interest going towards that title belt and this matchup. Blake Wright is a newly crowned champion. He defeated Theo Storm recently to claim the gold. And Logan Myers also coming off of an injury. Edward, he's fresh off the shelf and he's ready to go.
Absolutely. I was wondering where he's been for the past few months. And, you know, and I got told that he's been fighting out an injury. But it's good to see him back in the ring now. Back, hopefully, 100%.
Of course, and this Logan, he reminds me of another Logan, Logan Paul, and hopefully he can brawl like the Paul and win the championship in this matchup for his own right.
Good, he is from Hollywood, California as well, Logan Myers, so that's a good comparison, but I don't know if he will agree with you about being compared to Logan Paul.
Well, just like Paul, he's cocky, he's arrogant, and he looks like he's a fighting machine. He's riling up the crowd here, getting a great response from our audience in the Century Center.
Certainly is, and again, a great sellout crowd for this team because we've still got Rhino, we've still got Grand Gual as well. Looking forward to seeing both of them wrestlers show up this evening and show what they're going to do against their rightful competitors.
Of course, and as these two competitors lock up, we also have our PWK Women's title match to look forward to tonight as Jocelyn takes on Charlie Cruel. Not really a big fan of her. I'll get to that later as these two are going back and forth.
Yeah, I got something to mention about that as well, which we'll get to in a bit. But meanwhile, I'm liking the back and forth these two are going there. And looking at great respect shown by Logan Myers there with the clap.
Yeah, but Blake Wright does not feel the same, but it was a fantastic sequence. We just saw fast and furious action to kick off this championship bout.
Yeah, it was really good to see exciting action here, only at the PWK Pro Wrestling King. You can find him on the website www.pwk1.com.
Also, be sure to follow Ringside Wrestling World on Instagram.
Yeah, on Instagram, also on Facebook as well, and also on Twitch where you're probably watching this video first.
All fantastic outlets on social media to keep you guys, the fans, updated on action just like this.
And of course, you can find him on Facebook, PWK Pro Wrestling King on Facebook, as well as Instagram and on Twitter.
Let's talk about the pre-show for a second as these two competitors continue to keep the action fast and furious with a test of strength. On the pre-show, we saw Kenzie Black defeat Nate Cobain. It was a fun match.
It was. I got, you know, Nate Cobain is going to be a future star in PWK. He's got all the tools as well, so I think he's got a bright future ahead of him.
And Edward, let's talk about this battle royal we saw where Josh Morris came on top.
His own battle royal, his own open challenge as well. I thought he might have lost the championship because he had everybody come out and somehow he pulled off the victory and retained his championship. So all kudos to him.
And from one champion in Josh Morris to another in Blake Wright, Blake Wright is in control of Myers with a headlock takeover.
Yeah, but I got my money on Logan Myers because he's a great star, and I'm hoping he might become a champion here tonight.
Well, let's see what happens as this matchup continues, and a shoulder tackle by Myers. Myers, the much lighter man in this matchup. I'm surprised he was able to take down Blake that easily. Myers rolls through with a hip toss. Myers with another hip toss. And Myers with a third hip toss. Look at that hip toss central, followed up by an elbow drop by Myers, and it's a count of 1 by our referee.
Yeah, there's a slow count, I have to say, that towards Logan Myers. So he do a better job. First night on the job, I believe, and I've seen this guy before in my life, but maybe it might be his last as well, maybe.
Oh no, I hope not. Anyway, raking at the hair of Myers, grabbing his hair like he just don't care, and he's pounding away with vicious forearm strikes.
Yeah, that's just a lot of power there, a lot of muscle. You can see all that muscle. Some of it may be good for him, maybe other bits maybe not so good for him, but I mean, you know, it's all there, isn't it? You know.
When we talked about the weight difference between these two competitors early on in this matchup, Blake Wright obviously the much more heavier competitor compared to Logan Myers. Do you think that's going to help him gain a victory, or at least an advantage in this one?
Perhaps, you know, never count out the smaller guy or the, you know, the high flyer out of this match, but it might, you know, as you say, he's got all that muscle there, and he's got strong legs as well, you can see that.
Oh no! Sorry to cut you off there, Edward, but it looks like Blake Wright was about to cut off the neck of Logan Myers from his head with his big boot just stomping away and choking him out.
Oh, I should also mention, Rob, we mentioned about the pre-show. We also had Isaiah Moore in action, and I've actually reached out to him on my show, and he's accepted to come on my show. It's also a waiting game to see when he will appear on the show. I can't wait to speak to him about his match we saw earlier this evening.
Yeah, be sure to check out the Edward Fowler Show on YouTube. Great interviews by you, my man. You're a fantastic on-air talent. And sorry for the plug, guys, but Totally Goldberg Live on YouTube. I'm also on Citrus TV, at Unpeeled, at Juice and Java Saturday mornings, and I will be making some very special appearances on Citrus TV that I'll elaborate on in the future with announcements. But let's stop talking about myself. Let's stop talking about YouTube and our plugs. Let's talk more about this matchup.
Yeah, we might get fired after tonight, but anyway, back to this contest. It's a great lock up there by Blake, but look like Logan Myers is standing away out of this now.
Great strikes by Myers, who gets out of that hold, but gets into a snapmare and a kick by Wright. Blake right now taking the time to himself to regain stamina. Blake right now goes through a cover. He didn't completely hook the leg with both arms. He just used one arm to cover the leg. Maybe that was the difference leading to Logan kicking out.
Perhaps, or maybe Blake thought that he would maybe get the win just by doing the one arm cover there, but obviously it didn't work out. But you see him trash talking to the audience just then as well.
That's right. Blake Wright not being a very friendly man towards the kids and the families here at the Century Center. Anyway, off the ropes goes Myers. Myers with a duck down and a clothesline to follow it up. Myers is rallying. Runs into the corner. Forearm strike. Brings him in. But Myers leaps over Wright. Look at that athleticism. A great sequence by Myers here as Blake Wright does not work in the best of positions when it comes to retaining his title. Logan Myers went for a jumping DDT. Gets caught but counters. Back elbow strike to the temple. Runs up. Plants him down with a leaping DDT. Is that it? Do we have a new champion? No. It's a kick out at 2.5 seconds.
Yeah, that referee's a bit slow there with the count. You know, he got down there a bit faster, but I mean, you saw how slow he was. You could count to 10.
That DDT more impactful in the Big Bang Theory.
Yeah, exactly. He planted him into the mat there as well. So I'm quite surprised that Blake had to kicked out, but I don't think he would have kicked out if we had a different referee in that match. In this match,
Wow, Edward taking shots at the man in the zebra stripes here.
Well, yeah, I'm just giving my opinion. You know, I think Griffin or Rick,
Yep.
we saw earlier, would have done a better job.
Couple underhooks. The cover. Ah, the
He's
kick
getting
out
better
at
though.
3.
He's getting better. He's got a bit faster there. So I will take some of this back.
Oh no, and it's kicked, and shin kicks to the face of Myers, but Myers kicks out at 2.5.
Or as I would say, 2.78. But either way, Blake White is still in complete control of Logan Myers, which is quite good to see, by the way. You know, he's showing the audience like this is a guy, you know, to showcase his skills and to show why he is.
Oh, no, look at this. Shades of the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson. He's kicking his head off. Now Blake White looks to be setting up for something terrible, something evil.
But don't forget, we had the Rhino cinema earlier today as well, before the event, so maybe he's learned something from Rhino.
That's right. Wrestling legend Rhino got to teach our superstars a thing or two about in-ring moves, and Blake White looked to be using the door, the finishing move of Rhino, and Logan falling at the perfect time, avoiding that danger. Oh no, but it could be a trap. Logan with the cover. No, the roll-up attempt gets kicked out of, but he follows it up with an Olympic slam, an angle slam to be a new champion. No.
I thought that was going to be it. I thought we were going to have a new champion there, a new heritage champion. I'd be the first guy to say that we got a new champ, but unbelievable.
2.99 seconds. That was the closest Logan has done to sniffing gold here in this one.
He's thinking, what can I do now? How can I keep him down for the 3 count? He must be running out of ideas. But if I'm Logan Myers, you know, I'm going to keep on the offense and make sure he can't, get back in this.
Yeah, he needs to get back on the horse here, Edward. I don't know why he's stalling here. He sees his opponent down on the ground. I would just beat the crap out of him until he doesn't kick out. But that's me. I'm not a jack wrestler. Anyway, Blake right now is back in contention. Logan went for a clothesline, ducked under by right, who hits him with a running knee strike. The running knee, and it leads to the 1, 2, 3. Blake Wright retains the title.
And here's your winner as a result of a pinfall and still your Pro Wrestling Kingdom Heritage Champion, the Answer, Blake Money White.
Back here at the Century Center, and it's one of our biggest matches of the night, no pun intended there, as we're looking at big Brutus Dillon. He's colliding with professional wrestling legend, the ever so amazing Gangrel. Gangrel, 53 years old, but he doesn't look a day over undead because he's a vampire. Edward, who do you got in this hardcore rules matchup?
Well, I'm going to go with Gangrel, you know, because why not? You want to bet against the vampire. I don't want him sucking my blood, so I'm going to go with him.
That's right. It looks like Gangrel looking to send Brutus Dillon into the Twilight Zone, and he's an incredible performer, as I mentioned. He is 6'2", 250 plus pounds. He has 34 in-ring years experience under his belt. It's very hard to bet against Gangrel.
Certainly is, and ooh.
But it's also hard to bet against Brutus Dillon, the current Adam Boyer Memorial Champion. The title's on the line in this one. It's our 3rd title bout of the night, and our first hardcore matchup of the night. Anything goes in this one. The only way to win is by pinfall or submission.
Most definitely, and Gangrel locking up now with Brutus Dillon. I wonder what we're going to see here.
Yeah, Brutus Dillon, also not new to the sport. 17 years of in-ring experience, a former PWK champion, and a former PWK tag team champion.
interesting statistics from both guys.
Of course, and let's not count out Gangrel at all, who has the current headlock on Brutus Dillon. He was a member of legendary teams and factions, including the Brood with Edge and Christian. Hell, he was at AEW Rampage Live on TNT this past Friday, 2 weeks ago. I was in Vegas, I saw him, I went crazy, and it was awesome.
Yeah, and now he has called one of his matches, which is very peculiar. I'm sure you wasn't thinking about that 2 weeks ago, was you? That you imagine 2 weeks later you're going to be calling a match of his here on PW.
It's still surreal to me to be here calling this matchup. And speaking of surreal, let's talk about the size of Mr. EBL Brutus Dillon, 6'6", 300 plus pounds. You know, he's a very talented competitor, and I think he has all the tools to win this matchup.
Well, if you remember the last time we saw Brutus Dillon in another no-hold-bars match, he headbutted everybody, including the referee. So I was just wondering to see what he's going to do this time. Is he going to headbutt the cameraman this time around? Maybe headbutt the ring announcer?
Or,
BBC.
as long as he keeps his head away from me, I'm okay. Brutus Dillon now.
It would be fun to see him headbutting you. It would be quite hilarious, for sure.
Well, not for me, and hopefully I remember it. Brutus Dillon with a body slam to Gangrel, runs off the ropes and looks to connect with a flying leg drop, but doesn't connect. Gangrel now with a spinning elbow drop. Gangrel with another elbow drop. It's very hard to believe this man is 53 years old. He moves like he's in his 20s.
Or 30s, you know, and you mentioned about his age. If you didn't tell me his age, I couldn't tell you that he was 53, but he looks very good for his age, you know. He's probably done the same workout, same regime, trained, same food for all those years. So yeah, good on him.
Well, he's also a vampire. We should keep that in mind. Don't those things live to like 500, 600 years old?
Very true indeed.
I am not one to be caught in Dracula's castle. And speaking of things that are as scary as Dracula, Brutus Dillon now looking under the ring for some plunder. And he brings out the first weaponry of the matchup. And that looks like a cookie pan.
That's right, yeah, that's why it's toys. And I call them toys. It's time to get the toys out the ring. I wonder what else is hiding under the ring this evening. Will we see any tables or candlesticks or even ladders maybe?
Oh no, everything could be used on display in this one. And let's talk more about that cookie pan. My little sister is a great cook, a great chef, loves to make desserts. I see pans like that all the time. And trust me, they're made of solid steel. So if you're going to get whacked with one of those things, it's not going to feel great.
I thought he was going to throw him into the crowd then. I thought that'd be great there, but...
Yeah, we would have a bunch of lawsuits on our hands if big Brutus Dillon collided with one of those childs in the front row. Brutus Dillon now, oh no, he's connecting the strength to Gangrel, and his mini Gangrels just got caught in between the ropes. That cannot feel good, but anything goes, including shots to the groin area in a hardcore rules match. And
we mentioned before, 17 years of Brutus Dillon, he's got the ring awareness there, and he knows where to use it in this type of matches, because this is not his first rodeo. He's been in many of these kind of matches in his past.
Oh no! The cookie pan to the head of Gangrel! And another one! Dear Lord, this has got to sting! This has got to hurt, and it looks like it just fired up the vampire!
He's hulking up, as someone would say. But, oh, look at this. Great comeback by Gangrel.
That's right, we saw the leg drops earlier. It's very smart to say that he's hulking up. But Brutus Dillon looking to bring him back down to reality. Dillon now.
He's going to get some more toys, looks like here. Here we go. What's he going to bring out now? Is he going to bring out maybe some money? Maybe some, staples? What's he going to bring out? Maybe some thumbtacks?
Well, look.
Didn't I? And he's going to bring one out. Yeah, he must have heard me.
You shouldn't be climbing those things unless you're a Home Depot employee. I don't know why he's bringing a ladder out here, but it's dangerous.
Oh, he's not finished. He's looking for something else.
What more should Brutus Dillon want? Oh my God. Anyway, Gangrel now on the attack. Dillon took too long to pick out his torture methods. And now Gangrel on the offensive, hitting him with punches into the ring post corner.
Great camera angle there, by the way. Great camera work. Whoever's doing that camera work there, because that was a phenomenal footage we see now. Up close and personal with Gangrel here this evening.
Well, personally, I would want to get up close and personal with the human vampire Gangrel, but once again, a shout out to our ringside crew and cameraman here tonight.
Yeah, making sure they don't get hit with any weapons either, because we'll lose some great angles if they did.
Oh no, but Bruce Dillon fought back and hit Gangrel with a lariat.
Onto the concrete floor, I must say as well. That might hurt his head. I might not know where he is.
It definitely hurts to get hit and fall into the ring, and he's got a broom. He's looking to sweep out his competition. But the concrete floor paying dividends here. There's no protection on the floor. If you get hit and lands headfirst on the floor, you're landing on concrete. And oh no, Gangrel just hitting Dillon with a broom, and the broom is completely broken.
Yeah, and I don't think I've ever seen a broom being used in a wrestling match before, so this is a new one for me. But that broom didn't last long anyway. As soon as he got hit with against I think it was Gangrel, it broke in half.
Of course, it looks like we're going to need to buy some more cleaning supplies for our janitor and clean-up team. Gangrel now with the broom, and oh no, he's raking the face, he's raking the eyes, the forehead with the top of that sharp broom to Dillon as he uses it more for his advantage. The Adam Boneyard Championship on the line, a very important title honoring a very important man for the wrestling business.
Most definitely, and of course at the show as well there is actually a montage to Adam Boneyard as well, so it's great to see that here this evening, as long as had the championship being defended. And I must say as well, they've kicked off this year with having Shark Boy come in, then we seeing Gangrel and Wino this evening. I can't really see what's next after this event, to see who they're going to bring in next.
All I have to say is that PWK is en fuego right now. It's on a roll, and speaking of being on a roll, it looks like Brutus Dillon looks to roll ahead off of Gangrel with the usage of a crutch. But Gangrel slides back into the ring. Well, he's looking to hit Gangrel with the crutch and say, hey, you're going to need this to go home safely.
Perhaps, or maybe he's got it for himself. Maybe he thinks that you need a crutch after this contest.
Well, that would be pretty self-deprecating when it comes to a mind of thought on behalf of Brutus Dillon. And oh no! Once again, the cookie pan pays dividends, and you can see the indent on that pan. That's the back, that's the head of Brutus Dillon, making that solid steel turn inside out and fold and bend in different ways. Gangrel now puts the pan on the chest of Dillon, hits him with an elbow strike. Elbow drop. Is that it? No, it's a count of 2.
Bit of a faster count by this referee from the previous contest. Maybe something I had rid of him about how to do his pins. So he's improved there. It's quite good, but still didn't help Gangrel there get the victory. But now he's going to go and grab the ladder which Brutus Dillon first introduced into the match.
That's right. Not a very tall ladder, but it's going to be effective either way. The ladder in the corner of the ring. Gangrel on the second rope. He's looking to fly here. Are we going to see a 53-plus rope fly? Yes, he does. Dive it. Dive it axe handle. And now Gangrel with strikes. This is vintage Gangrel. And now, bridging the ladder underneath the second rope. This is not going to end well for whoever meets that ladder. I always heard in wrestling that the ladder is actually considered to be the third competitor in a wrestling ring just because it's so awkward and it doesn't move to the commands of wrestlers. It does whatever it wants.
Nobody home for that.
Gangrel with a flu. Oh, wow, a bulldog by Gangrel. literally stunning me so much that this 53-year-old hit that move that I lost my train of thought.
I thought he was going to throw him into the ladder there. I didn't know he was going to do a running bulldog, but there you go. He's tricked us all there.
And Gangrel looking for the implanter DDT. Is that going to be it? No. That would have finished off Dylan right there. Gangrel looking for his finisher DDT again. And Dylan, so strong, he's not letting Gangrel have his way. Gangrel, though, getting fired up. You know how hard it is to lift up the 300-pound Dylan with the DDT? That hard. Gangrel hits the ladder, and his plan of demolishing Dylan and his title definitely backfired. Anyway, the roll-up by Dylan. Will Dylan beat this legend? It's a 2, and it's a 3. That's it. Brutus Dylan retains the championship. Wow, Brutus Dylan digging deep and rolling up the veteran Gangrel. What an incredible moment for Dylan, putting himself in a winning position over this pro wrestling legend. He's still a champion.
Certainly is, and I'm quite surprised that Brutus didn't overcome Gangrel, but there you go, and you know, great victory for Brutus Dylan this evening. The fans, I'm sure, weren't expecting it.
No, the fans weren't expecting it. I wasn't expecting it. Big Brutus Dylan is still your Adam Bollier champion, but Gangrel looks to be angry. He looks like he's not done with Dylan. Gangrel now firing himself up. Dylan, don't turn around! Don't turn around! He got caught in a bloodbath! And now, Gangrel follows it up with the implanting DDT. What a moment!
So, what I was saying that's more important than all of your birthdays is that the pro dads were supposed to debut today. However, we went fishing earlier. Be quiet up there. I will put you in timeout. I have dad powers beyond your belief. Anyway, me and Theo Storm went out drinking a few beers to catch some fish, try to get on the level of these party animals that we're gonna be facing tonight. And would you know it, we hooked a big one on the line. But Theo went overboard, and in true dad spirit, he had to sink or swim. I could not save him. Unfortunately, I don't know if he sank or if he swam. So I went out and I fished for a new partner. I caught a diamond in the rough. I found Neil Diamond out there, everybody. Huh?
Nick Diamond! Get it right!
You said it wrong. You said it was Neil Diamond.
I'm sorry, I don't know. All these stupid people need to learn that it's Nick Diamond. And nobody can touch me! Oh, I suck, right? Then how about you get in here and do what I do? Are you really booing me? You're booing me! Ugly, fat, out of shape people from
Back here live at the Century Center, where we just saw a very unusual turn of events. Steven Druckner's partner for tonight, Theo Storm, unable to make it, so he found a replacement in Nick Diamond.
Yeah, or as Stephen called him, Neil Diamond. I guess maybe a famous musician, maybe, of some sorts, perhaps.
Yeah, and unlike Neil Diamond, it looks like Nick Diamond singing the blues. He's not too happy with the name botch on behalf of his partner, Steven.
Yeah, well, it might come and bite him in the bum. He might regret that, and he might leave him. Who knows? But it's interesting to see who's going to start the match, though, between Diesel and Chip.
That's right, you got Chip and Diesel, the Pony Keg Express, two guys who still think they're in a college fraternity. They like to have a good time, they like to have fun, they like to drink a lot of beer, and they like to wrestle.
Yeah, but taking a long time though to get his match started, isn't he? Like Diesel's taking off to get his jersey off. Yeah.
Diesel maybe taking a little bit too long to take off his jersey, and Diesel and Drucker in the ring, and they're already having an argument as Diesel having a tough time getting off the jersey.
But the fans are liking it. That's the main thing.
The Pony Keg Express, they love having a good time. I know what it's like being at a fraternity party. Is nothing short of a blast. Anyway. And right now, back in the center of the ring, we got Drucker in pink and Diesel in the singlet. Drucker now with the knee strike to Diesel to the dismay of the audience here in South Bend, Indiana. As Diesel looks to bend Drucker and had Drucker, his arm might have just popped out of his socket.
Yeah, Steven Droucher having a hard time this evening.
Yeah, Steven Droucher looking to use his pink attire to his advantage, looking to be a huge distraction for his opponents.
Do you remember the commercial where it says for some kind of aftershave for men, where it says real men wear pink? Well, obviously Steven Droucher got the memo and decided to wear pink for this contest. But you know what? You won't see me wearing any pink T-shirts.
Listen, I'll wear anything as long as it's on sale and looks good on me. Anyway, Droucher gets thrown down to the mat as the first tag of this matchup has been made. And in the ring, we got Chip Walker.
And got a 2 count there, by the way. There, Chip looking a bit confused. He didn't think it was a 2 count, maybe it was a 1. But either way, this matchup. Oh, look at that. Thumb to the eye there. That's good, smart ring announcement there by Steven Droucher to make the tag to his new partner, Nick Diamond.
Oh no, and that might be the end of Nick Diamond.
Almost, that was 2 7/8 for sure.
Nick Diamond feeling like a diamond in the rough now as that gut wrench suplex stance of Chip Walker is squeezing the oxygen out of the lungs of Diamond.
I don't know where they found this Nick Diamond from. I never heard of him until this evening. So hopefully he made a good impression for BWK to bring him back for more often, because I'm liking his style.
Hopefully Nick Diamond doesn't turn into bronze or silver coming out of this matchup. Anyway, right now it looks like a Russian leg sweep into a clothesline. The Pony Keg Express into the cover, and it's a kick out of 2 by Diamond.
Impressive double team move there as well. I have to say, it's good tag team wrestling there by Chip and Diesel. So obviously these two have been teaming for a long time because they got good chemistry.
Of course,
compared to this newer team of Nick Diamond and Steven Droucher, who have probably just been teaming for about maybe an hour.
An hour, it might feel like a decade being in the ring with these two behemoths in the Pony Keg Express. This matchup is very important for the tag team division, as the winning team will gain more momentum towards a tag team title match. Our current champions, Kevin Storm and Daniel Starr.
Most definitely, most definitely. And, you know, even though Steven and Nick have only been teaming for about a minute or so, I'm good with them.
Come on the outside, Steven Droucher's manager, look at that, come on. Cheap shot there. The referee cannot call what he doesn't see. No replays in wrestling, no timeouts in wrestling.
Well, he was distracted by Chip as well, by the way, so it was kind of Chip's own fault for costing his partner some interference.
And now the 29-year-old piece of gold, Steven Droucher, an avid tag team wrestler, I think he'd get along well with pretty much anybody.
We will see about that. Maybe so. Yeah, I don't know if he will get along with you or not. That will remain to see. But the fans certainly do not like him this evening.
No, but maybe they're jealous. Think of this. Think of the resume of Steven. 2-time PWK Northern States Extreme Champion, 2-time PWK Champion, and he's a 2-time PWK Tag Team Champion, proving that he can make it to the mountaintop and stay there for a while and make it back on a separate occasion.
That is a good resume, and that can bring us to be jealous of, I guess. But time will tell.
Tag team maneuver coming on display here as Diamond now taking advantage of Diesel.
Yeah, this is they got some good chemistry for a tag team who have been teaming for one night. You know, it's like they've been teaming for 10 years.
Now this makeshift tag team might just turn out to be okay for Diamond.
Maybe Steven Draught should go with a field stone and team with Nick Diamond forever.
Well, I don't know if Field Storm would like that, but we'll just have to wait and see.
Theo Storm should be there this evening instead of Nick Diamond, but you know, he got scared or he was a coward, didn't show up, didn't want to, you know, have Steven Draughts back, so he found a new partner. I like this new partner of his.
Yeah, and Nick Diamond, a running senton off the ropes, connecting with Diesel. I'm liking Nick Diamond a lot too.
And a good break up there by Chip to keep this match going, because that could have ended badly there for a shot at, at the BWA Tag Team Champions down the road.
Smart tag team wrestling on the mind of Chip, breaking up the pinfall, keeping his partner alive in this one. And alive and well is the Pony Keg Express. Chip is in the ring. Chip with clotheslines to both of his opponents, and he's rocking and rolling here at South Bend, Indiana. Chip now ducks under a strike by Steven, picks him up, brings him down. Great power slam by Chip Walker.
And we mentioned about before in another match how the muscle on a certain wrestler is more than the others, and this could go to the advantage of Chip and Diesel this evening.
And look at that! Speaking of greatness, what a great advantage gained by Chip and Diesel. They now are on the offensive, and we're gonna see a tag team maneuver. This is super fraternal. The suplex tag team move leads to the victory for the Pony Keg Express. Back in the ring here for our only triple threat matchup of the night. This three-way monster match is on your way. Look at all these big men.
Yeah, it's good to see referee Griffin got the opportunity to referee this match. It's going to be quite hard to keep these three men under control, I'm sure of. And, it's good to see Cypher and Crash O'Connolly back here in PWK for the first time in a while. And Lou Stevens as well.
Yeah, Lou Sevens. He might be a 7, but he wants to feel like a 10 coming off of a victory in this one. But that's going to be a very tough task, taking out Cyber and Crash.
Yeah, Lou Sevens and Crash O'Connolly are regulars. They're in PWK, while Cypher is kind of unknown. I've never seen him before today, so I don't know what to expect from him.
Cyber reminds me of a combination of Kane, Mankind, and Abyss, because of size, stature, and look. And also moveset, because just like Kane, Cyber hits his opponent with a great big boot.
Yeah, and Lou Sevens has rolled right into a brick wall there with that big boot to the face.
And he just got chopped, and the wind taking out of his lungs. 7 might be out for the count already.
Well, yeah, you should never turn your back on the opponent there, because, you don't know who may attack you from behind, just like we just saw there by Cypher.
Woo! Yeah, of course, and a wicked chop by Cyber. He claims to have a master's degree in chops, and we just saw his education being put on full display right there.
Even the rumors fell over there by that by that move. But meanwhile, however, you know, I thought you were going to say about he's got you know, a degree in psychology then or something.
No, he's just a man who likes pain and nothing more. Cyber now, the biggest wrestler in the Midwest, and he's looking to take his opponent self. He's looking to take him down with more chops. How intimidating is Cyber?
Using the ropes to his advantage there, you've seen that. That's great ring awareness by this newcomer Cypher here in PWK. I wonder where they found this guy from, I wonder.
Maybe a prison cell. Of course, and let's just explain the rules of this matchup really quick. Triple threat matches are very scary for wrestlers on the outside of the ring because you don't gotta get pinned or submitted to lose the match.
Exactly right there, Charlie. Can't complain with you at all. And now,
Oh no, those thighs just colliding with the back of Crash. And it looks like Cyber's gonna go for another one. Jeez. And it looks like Sevens is just watching on in dismay.
yeah, doing some trash talking to the audience, by the way.
Sevens not getting on the good side of our fan base here in Indiana, as the Irish Whip and attempt of a splash by Cyber doesn't work out. Shin side kicks by Mr. Crash.
Yeah, a good way to try and get the bigger guy down to his feet, I guess.
And Sevens not even getting an opportunity to be even in the ring as he falls off the ropes involuntarily because of the weight of Cyber.
Yeah, onto the concrete floor goes Loose Sevens, and meanwhile, Crusher Connolly doing good work here trying to get the big man down.
The running forearm strikes connecting straight to the mask of Cyber. But Cyber looks to fight back, went for the lariat, and then duck under by Crash. Back in the ring is Lou. And Lou with an enziguri shot. And now this is great and smart work by these two smaller individuals deciding to take out the bigger man, including a German suplex.
Wow, what was that we just saw there? I did not see that coming.
Sevens, the East Race Muscle, likes to mist and purify souls, looking to purify his opponents here tonight with a German. And shades of Brock Lesnar, German suplexes after German suplexes on display. The cover by Sevens. It's a kick out of 2.
What? I thought there was going to be 3 there after that. 2 and 7 8. I thought Loose Sevens was going to win right there and then. I thought
that would have been the comeback of the century, but it's still anybody's ball game in this matchup. Sevens now with a chop. And he's looking to light up the chest of O'Conley. Sevens runs off the ropes, went for a running headbutt, but doesn't connect. His head meets the turnbuckle pad, and the gigantic arm, the wingspan of Crash meets the chest of this individual. Sevens. Discus lariat, no, doesn't connect. Sevens went for a clothesline. Discus clothesline, shades of Brody Lee connects by Crash. Crash into the cover. It's a kick out of 2.9.
it was 2.9. A good count by Griffin there, but unluckily for Crash O'Connell getting the victory there. Just got stolen by Loose Sevens. You can see Cypher again, I mentioned there on the camera angle there, lurking around ringside. I wonder what he's doing.
Yeah, Cypher's still taken out, and he's still dizzy after that German suplex we saw earlier on in this matchup. And a DDT, an incredible DDT by Crash. Crash is getting fired up from our audience here, but he shouldn't turn his back on Godzilla. Godzilla now, the big man, Cypher with the choke slam. The cover by Cypher, and it's over. Cypher wins in what was an absolute demolition derby of a triple threat matchup. The newcomer is here to stay in PWK, and Griffin raising the hand of Cypher, but Cypher not liking to that very much. Griffin is about to go for a ride, choke slam, but no, the referee gets out of harm's way.
Yeah, he's very lucky there. Obviously, he didn't want to get another knockout. It was maybe the last time we saw Griffin, so somehow he got out of that. Oh, Cypher let him go. He wanted to just scare the kid.
Our semi-main event of the evening is taking place right now, and it's for the PWK Women's Championship. Right now, sleeping on the floor is the Goddess Jocelyn Navarro, colliding with Charlie Cruel.
Oh yeah, because you and when it was announced that you would be coming to PWK before I got any announcement that I'd be joining you, Charlie Cruel said, and I love this quote, that there's only room for one Charlie in PWK, and I love that. So obviously, I'm going to side with Charlie Cruel in this contest.
Yeah, Charlie Cruel calling me out on social media, and that's right, there is only room for one Charlie, and it's me, the on-air extraordinaire Charlie Jacob Goldberg, CJG. But that doesn't matter right now. All I want to see is Charlie Cruel get her head kicked in by Jocelyn.
Well, we'll see about that, but don't get your hopes up, because Charlie Cruel brings a lot of wackiness to PWK, and she may have some interesting tricks up her sleeve.
Yeah, that's right. She is a wacky individual. She's nuts for calling out the on-air extraordinaire.
Maybe so, but you know, she's one of a kind, and she's clapping and glaring at the audience behind her as we begin here.
Well, anyway, Charlie Cruel looks to be cool and cool in this matchup, as traditionally she starts off with a game of patty cake in her matches, which I think is very stupid, but it seems to work for her. Are we going to see some patty cake in this matchup?
You seem very mean in this contest, was Charlie Cruel, aren't you? You know? What have she done to you? Oh, that's right, because she called you out by saying that there's only room for one Charlie, because she was here before you.
And yes, let's go, Jocelyn. Yeah, Charlie Cruel embarrassing me on social media my first day on the job. I didn't like that, and I didn't deserve it.
Yeah, well, I'm your special guest, by the way, because nobody knew I'd be doing this tonight. Nobody knew who I was until by the end of this night, and you know, hopefully people were impressed by my commentary skills alongside yours, obviously.
You're doing a fantastic job, Edward, but if there was a wrestler named Edward, he'd probably be in the same shoes with you.
Maybe, but we will see. But I'd be more respectful though, because again, I don't want Charlie Cruel coming after you. Or maybe we should see that. Maybe I don't know.
Charlie Cruel, the beautiful nightmare, the purple hair maniac, looking to get and wreak havoc in this one as she connects with clotheslines. She actually was on an episode of AEW Dark where she lost to Ruby Soho, and it was in 1 minute and 53 seconds exactly, and it was hilarious.
I don't think she'll enjoy you bringing that up.
No, but it was a great match. Her destination was known, and it was looking up at the lights.
Gotcha. Well, almost got a pin count there, and only a 1 count there, but Charlie Cruel didn't seem very disappointed. She's actually clapping the fact that it was a 1 count.
Well, she's clapping because I'm not there right now at the arena.
You probably get slapped.
Whoa. Easy, Edward, easy. Anyway, Jocelyn, my girl Jocelyn taking care of business for me right now as she, sweeps the legs of Cruel. Jocelyn has over 6 years of experience. She's only 5'2", and she's 25 years old, but she's still held titles all over the world, and she's looking to add one more belt to her resume in the form of the PWK Women's title.
Great leg drop there to Charlie Cruel. I almost thought you said them for a second. I thought you said 60 years, and I'm thinking, man, that's a long time, but she's not aged. But no, 60 years is about right, yeah. I agree with you.
Of course, and that's more than the 4 years Charlie Cruel has of experience.
Interesting stats there, pushing the lady you want to in this contest. I think she just got some money down her bra there, I think.
Well, I don't care what she does. All I care is that Jocelyn picks up the W in this one.
Well, in the moment, she's doing very good at punishing Charlie Cool. Maybe hopefully she can keep this up for you.
That's right. I hope Jocelyn breaks the thumbs of Cool so she can't post any more mean things about me on social media. Anyway, a cover by Jocelyn. Kick out of 2.
Yeah, just a 2 count there. Charlie Cool grabbing the ropes, trying to figure out maybe where she is and now if she can somehow regroup and get back in this.
Charlie Cool has her own pay-per-view coming up called Birds of Prey, and she better pray that the Honor Extraordinaire doesn't show up.
Or maybe you, if you keep talking like this, maybe you won't get an invite.
Wait a minute. Are you telling me that I won't get invited to Birds of Prey?
It is Charlie Cool's birthday celebration, so perhaps you might not get an invite. I might get an invite because I'll be very nice to her, but you're not being very nice, so you might not get an invite.
Well, speaking of invites, Charlie Cool just invited her opponent to a pin party, but her opponent didn't accept the invitation. Jocelyn now goes for the cover, and it's a kick out at 2. Championship hopes are still on the line for both competitors.
Indeed, but again, I gotta go with championship, advantage. Charlie Cool's been through many different battles, hardcore, singles, regular matches. So, I think she's got the experience to get past her opponents here tonight.
Now, Jocelyn, taking the time to think of a game plan here.
But now, think about this. She should go for the pin there, but she's typically showboating instead of going for the pin.
Jocelyn now taking the rest hold, locking up over Charlie Cool.
As I would say as well, it's a great, headlock here she's got applied, but I mean, it might have cost her a few minutes ago with the, for showboating instead of going for a pin. She could have won and be the champion right now. But instead,
that's right.
And again, look, just clap without going for a pin. That's, things like this can cost somebody, a championship.
Of course, Edward, and headlock, rest hold, whatever you want to call it. I call it a rest hold because you're able to gain back stamina and take off the stamina of your opponent at the same time. I think it's a very smart move by Jocelyn to slow down the pace of this matchup.
Yeah, and as you say, as I would say this to you, tomato, tomato, you can call it 2 different things, and it means the same thing, doesn't it? So,
and now Jocelyn turning the rest hold into a sleeper hold onto Charlie Cool. Are we gonna have a new champion? Is Charlie getting paid?
I hope not. Come on, Charlie, get back in this. Somebody got to cheer Charlie on. Oh, I thought she was tapping out then.
Well, it's not gonna be me. Jocelyn now tries to continue keeping the grip on Charlie Cool, but Cruel gets out of harm's way.
I know why you're jealous of Charlie Cool, because you responded to the comment she made about you, but she didn't respond back, did she?
No, it's not the first time a girl didn't respond to me. But anyway, a double knockout. Both women are down on the mat.
Wow, and you can see Jocelyn holding her mouth. Maybe a tooth flew out.
Yeah, the forearm strike by Cruel. I don't like her, but I gotta hand it to her. She's an incredible competitor in the ring.
Well, maybe you met in real life. Maybe you might be friends with Charlie Cool. You might not have this hatred for her.
Yeah. Anyway, Charlie Cool, 24 years young. She still has so much time left in this business, and she's already making a great impact as she continues to just display an assault on Jocelyn. Cool now runs off the ropes. Wow! A running knee into the corner. Cool again. Well, I hope not, because that was painful. Cool looks to rally up the fans here at the historic Century Center.
Now this is Charlie Cool I know of.
Charlie Cool now brings her opponent to the center of the ring. What are we going to see here? Charlie Cool goes for the jackknife cover. The cover, and it's a kick out at 2.5 by Jocelyn.
Come on, Webb. Got to be a bit faster than that. Come on. That could have been 3 there.
Charlie Cool looking to treat Jocelyn worse than hell. Dog street cats, as Jocelyn now brings down the legs of Cruel. Jocelyn runs off the ropes, hits her with a running bicycle kick. Jocelyn now on the offensive, runs off the ropes, gains momentum. Oh no, double drop kick to Charlie Cruel, sending it outside of the ring.
Aren't you, Charlie? Because the other Charlie is getting getting what she's been I guess get to her because of calling you out on social media.
That's right, and I know she's older than me, but hell, she still stole my name. I don't care, it's my name.
As I say, potato, tomato, you know, people say different things, but, you know, perhaps you two should have maybe a match to determine who should be named Charlie.
Yeah, if her name was like Chuckles, or like Chip, or like Chuck, I'd be much more pleased with her in this matchup.
Well, think about it, you got the name Goldberg, you know, there's many different people called Goldberg out there as well, you know, so maybe then people might be mad at you, or vice versa, you know, for pinching your name.
Of course, and I think that you'll be seeing a Goldberg very soon. Wink, wink.
Yeah, exactly. Or maybe you'll relate to a Goldberg, perhaps.
That's right, that's right. Anyway, Charlie Cruel goes underneath the ring, and what is she doing here? She looks like she's grabbed something. What did she grab?
I didn't see nothing. You're seeing things.
Well, hey, that's illegal!
No, she's feeding her food. That's not illegal.
I think she shoved a Pop-Tart down her throat.
Yeah, because she's hungry.
What the what? How is that fair? This is ridiculous.
She's eating it. Look at her. She's eating it. Look, she's enjoying it.
Charlie Cruel's gonna make her choke on a Pop-Tart. And Charlie Cruel with a diving crossbody.
I thought it was cheese. Was that a Pop-Tart though? Okay.
I don't care. I'm lactose intolerant. I wouldn't be surprised if she loves cheese.
I thought it was cheese, but anyway. Oh, look at that knee to the face.
Wow, what a wicked knee strike to the face. But Jocelyn kicks out at 2. Jocelyn showing a lot of heart here in our semi-main event.
And Charlie thought it was 3 as well. You saw the fingers on a 3 showing there, but obviously not, as we all saw.
And now, Jocelyn grabs hold of the waist and connects with a German suplex to Cruel. But Cruel looks to be hulking up of sorts. No, gets hit with a running forearm by the Goddess. The Goddess into the cover, and damn it, Cruel grabs the ropes.
Ring awareness.
Ring awareness. Ring awareness.
You know, it just shows you, you know, there's something you don't have, obviously, because if you did, then you'll be talking bad about Charlie Cruel here, ladies and gents. If you're just tuning in, you are listening to the great Charlie Goldberg dissing on Charlie Cruel because they got the same name and he thinks that she stole it from him.
She did. She's a thief. And she's looking to steal this matchup from Jocelyn. As, oh no, she's gonna bridge into a deadly submission hold.
And here it comes. Here it comes. Yes! She retains!
Well, lover or hater, Charlie Cruel showing a lot of heart and retaining the title.
One-man crew, you've beaten every opponent before you. But on June 4th, South Bend, Indiana, at the Century Center, Pro Wrestling King, you and I will get in that ring. As Taz would say, even if you can survive it by letting you. But on June 4th, I will defeat you, and I will rip you in half with a gore.
And ladies and gentlemen, it's main event time here in South Bend, Indiana, as Rhino, professional wrestling legend, collides with the lineal champion one-man crew. It's a title bout It's hardcore rules, and it begins right now.
Even great respect shown by one man crew by giving the knuckles to Rhino and even shaking the referee's hand as well, which is great to see. And here we go.
That's right, these two behemoths. Rhino, 46 years old, he's 295 pounds, taking on the 6-foot one-man crew who is 280 pounds. A very even matchup so far, but Rhino obviously has the accolades. The first ever SmackDown Tag Team Champion alongside Heath Slater, former WWF Hardcore Champion, WCW US Champion, Impact World Tag Team Champion, NWA World Champion, and ECW TV and World Champion. Those are just some of the many accolades of the War Machine, Rhino, as he's taken it to one-man crew into the audience.
We're not just taking it to him, man, but I think I don't know where this goes, but we're going to get a guided tour, I think, of the arena. This is very cool because I've never been inside this arena before, or even been up these stairs. I don't know where this goes, but I'm hoping maybe this might go to the streets of Indiana.
Oh no!
How big or bad this town is.
Well, Rhino, a ECW original, he knows a thing or two about violence, and it looks like him and one-man crew are looking to inflict pain on each other in front of the fans, giving them their money's worth.
Yeah, most definitely, and this, I don't know where they're going because the ring is the other way, by the way, behind the cameraman. I think the pins and something has to be made in the ring, but I don't know where these two are going. But what a move that was into the wall.
Well, they don't care where they're going as long as they get to inflict violence. They'll be happy. And outside of the dark comes one-man crew, but Rhino drags him right back into the abyss.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just fascinating. I've always wanted to have something like this happen before, but I didn't think I'd witness it for the first time ever here in PWK. My first night here with you, Charlie, so this is something new.
Well, we talked about the accolades of Rhino, but let's not count out one-man crew, the current lineal champion, trained by Umaga, WWE legend, 22 years in ring experience, and he's 39 years old.
Great resume for both wrestlers you mentioned before, and these two are now coming back down the stairs, and you see the ring right in front of you where the pin or submission has to be made. There you can see all these different security and referees around to make sure that nobody gets hurt and make sure these two get back into the ring safety.
Of course, and right now, one-man crew looking to treat Rhino like Kanye West treats Pete Davidson on social media.
Or how Will Smith treats Chris Rock with that famous slap around the road.
Hey, keep my wife's name out your mouth, says Rhino to one-man crew as he's back on the attack.
Bouncing his head off the ring apron there, you see in that, and they go, oh, this is quite new as well, by the way. They got new canvas, new ring aprons as well. It shows an upgrade here in PWK.
PWK, an incredible organization. I'm very thankful for this opportunity, and I'm very thankful to see Rhino, the Man Beast, live in action as he's chopping away on one-man crew.
Yeah, absolutely. Fans are loving it, by the way. You can see they'll get the smartphones out. They want to capture this moment because they might not ever see Rhino here in Indiana again. Because not too far, obviously, from Pat McAfee, who you mentioned earlier on. Maybe he might pop down here soon.
That would be absolutely incredible. And Rhino now, he's looking under the ring. Hardcore rules, anything goes in this one.
Yep. We might see some toys coming out. Oh, we do. We got our first toy, the chair.
And that's a big chair colliding with the stomach of one man.
Yeah, getting the chair from Wayne Anderson there. He just lost his chair, so I guess he'll be standing up for the remaining of this contest.
Ryan Anderson, a very talented ring announcer, was recently on the local Indiana news talking about this event. And there's so much to talk about.
And bringing the toys to the ring, we got a kendo stick, we got a trash can, I wonder what else is in there. Looks like a tin maybe of some sorts.
Well, whatever is in this gigantic trash can is not going to feel good. And here comes another cookie pan, but Rhino fights out of it. Rhino now uses the pan to his advantage, and bam with the pan on the back of One Man Crew.
Yeah, I thought that was a book he got out of the trash can until you mentioned where it was. It was like a book shape, but I'm glad it wasn't a book. Oh, well, here comes his favorite weapon. Of course, we've seen many times Rhino using a...
Uh-oh. Kendo stick right to the back. And Rhino, the man beast, using every single tool he has onto his display. Not to the hooray of One Man Crew. Rhino getting rallied up by our great audience here in the historic Century Center. Rhino has had classic feuds with the likes of Christian Cage, Sandman, Jeff Jarrett, RVD, just to name a few. Maybe starting another feud here tonight.
Yeah, perhaps. But One Man Crew taking the kendo stick and using it. Rhino.
To the back! Oh no. And One Man Crew taking the ECW legend to the extreme. Now choking out Rhino with a kendo stick.
I should mention as well that Rhino was in Alabama as well about 3 months ago. So he's been traveling all these different states recently. One of the busiest men in 2022 for sure.
Of course, a very busy man is Rhino as he looks to continue his reign of dominance over the independent wrestling scene as he grabbing the championship. He's looking to win tonight. Grabs the lineal title. No! One Man Crew counters. Crew with the belt hits Rhino dead in between the eyes with the belt. The referee is into the cover. And the 1, 2, 3 leads to the victory. One Man Crew retains the title.
Hey, hold on a second. I just want to talk to you guys for a minute. I hear a lot of you wanted a different outcome for this match. And I understand that. Rhino was one of my favorite wrestlers when I was a teenager, watching ECW. If I were sitting here in the audience, I'd want to see him gore the hell out of me. To get to 1, 2, 3. But tonight, I want to thank you guys for coming to see this. And most importantly, I want to thank Rhino for giving me the opportunity to wrestle him tonight.